Good evening, and welcome to the board meeting of Tuesday, November 13th, 2012. We're going to go ahead and get this meeting started. We're going to item number 1, call to order. Roll call, establish quorum. We do have a quorum. Which brings us to item number 2, pledge of allegiance to the U.S. and Texas flags and the invocation. And this evening we have 2 students from Riverside Middle School, accompanied by their principal, Mr. Wood. We've got Eileen Montemayor. Eileen Montemayor is a 13-year-old daughter of Carlos and Maria Montemayor. She currently attends Riverside Middle School as an 8th grader. While she enjoys all her classes, her favorite subject is math. Her hobbies include listening to music and playing volleyball. While attending elementary and middle school here in San Benito, she has been the recipient of the A Honor Roll Award every year. She's also been awarded the highest average in her grade for 2 years in a row while at Riverside Middle School. Eileen plans to attend Harvard University and become a lawyer after graduation. Yvonne Salinas is a 13-year-old daughter of Carlos and Silvia Salinas. She's currently an 8th grader at Riverside Middle School. Her favorite subject in school is science. She enjoys playing sports such as softball, basketball, volleyball, and track, but also enjoys playing the accordion. One of her biggest accomplishments to date is being a member of a softball team that won nationals in Louisiana. While at Riverside, she's become a member of the National Junior Honor Society. Yvonne has also had the privilege of playing alongside Elida Yavante as well as the Texas Cadillacs. In the future, she hopes to attend Johns Hopkins University and become a cardiologist. At this time, if I can please have everyone rise for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Can you please bow your heads? Gracious Father, we come before you to honor you. Today we come to seek you, for you are the Father of wonderful gifts. Please grant us the wisdom and guidance to lead us with excellence. Provide our leaders with a sensitive heart and a positive insight that reflects your love and passion. That every decision made today may be done according to your will. Thank you, Father. Amen.
If I can please have the parents of these 2 fine students please stand to be recognized. Okay, Yvonne and Eileen, if you can please come forward. Moving on to item number 4, special recognitions. Celia?
We have our group from the San Benito Mighty Greyhound Band that's here. And I would like to introduce this time Director of Bands, Mr. Willie Perez. He's been with San Benito CISD for 4 years. So I'll let Mr. Perez talk to us about some of their accomplishments this band season, and he has a lot to talk about. He's also going to introduce some of his directors and the students as well. Welcome, Mr. Perez.
Madam President, members of the board, Mr. Limon, thank you for giving us this opportunity to recognize our outstanding students. The beginning, when I first got here, our motto was, good is the enemy of great. And through hard work, these kids have become great, and we're real proud of them for that. a little bit of recap of what we did this year. We started September 22nd. It seems like it's been a long marching season. Our drumline traveled to Roma to compete at the drumline competition, and our San Benito drumline placed first out of 14 drumlines that were over there that particular weekend. The next weekend we went to PSJA. I think there was 18 bands over there, and our band placed second at PSJA. Then we went to Rio Hondo Marching Contest. There was 22 bands. Our band placed first in Class 5A. We won Best Music, Best Visual, and Best Percussion. And we also took Grand Champion for that whole festival at Rio Hondo. Then we went to Pigskin at Bobby Morrow Stadium, and I thought we were the best band there, of course. And the kids received a Division I from the judges. Advanced to area marching contest. The kids performed at 3 o'clock for the prelims. One judge had us third, judge had us fourth, another judge had us 28th. So almost knocked us out of the first 10 places. We received 9th at prelims. Then it was our turn to perform. The kids performed at 11:45 p.m., right before midnight. And our kids did an awesome job. They were ready. And they received 4th at area. The top 8 advanced to state. I think there's 246 5A bands in the state of Texas. San Benito came out 34th overall. So we're real proud of the kids. Let's give them a round of applause. None of this could happen without your support. The band takes a lot of funding, and we all know that. And none of this could happen, and we really appreciate all the efforts that you do. We appreciate those that followed us to state marching contest, Ms. Rodriguez, Ms. Huerta, Mr. Medrano, Mr. Limon, Ms. Delia Weaver, thank you very much. Ms. Cruz, thank you for going to some of our contests. All of the board members that supported us at Pigskin also, thank you all very much. It means a lot to our kids. You know, I have a son that's in 11th grade at a different school district. I tried to bring him over here, but the girlfriend beat me. But they always say, Dad, you don't have to be there. You don't really have to be there. You know, it means a lot to the students just to see you. They might not say it, but it really means a lot to them. We were at area, and I wish you would have been there in the tunnel with us. We walked into the tunnel the first time the kids see the building. They started crying. Not because they were scared, but they were just excited to be there. None of this could happen, without the support of our band boosters and our band parents. If you are a band parent and a band booster, please stand up, let us recognize you. Now to recognize our students, we're going to introduce our drum majors first. Drum majors, if you can walk forward, please.
Let's get all the board down. Get everybody down there. Okay.
And I don't have the drum majors in order, so let's just use one of those for the drum majors. We do have the other ones in order, and I'll help you guys with that. Our head drum major, Miss Paloma Pedraza, daughter of Martin and Maria Pedraza. Assistant drum major, Jose Rivera, son of Mr. Jose and Maggie Rivera. Assistant drum major, John Rodriguez, son of Naftali and Filiberta Rodriguez. Those are tough words. Thank you all very much. Next we have our flute section. We can have our flute section come in. We're starting with Iris Agado. Okay, introducing our flute section is our flute instructor, Ms. Dulce Rodriguez.
Okay, we have Iris Agado, daughter of Ruben and Mary Agado. Cristo Casanova, daughter of Alfonso and Lisa Casanova. Camille Cordova, daughter of Adolfo and Teresa Cordova Jr. Karina de Jesus, daughter of Hector and Elda de Jesus. Laura Garcia, daughter of Paula Garcia. Parents, if you're in the audience, can you please stand? Lisette Guzman, daughter of Mayra Guzman. Julissa Limon, daughter of Juan and Gloria Limon. Candida Montes, daughter of Alfredo Montes and Candy Cantu. Linda Nunez, daughter of Juan Nunez. Carmen Ochoa, daughter of Michael and Mary Ochoa. Janely Perez, daughter of Jesus and Maria Perez. Caitlin Ramirez, daughter of David and Estela Ramirez. Beatriz Reina, daughter of Jose and Raquel Reina. Samantha Reina, daughter of Jose and Raquel Reina. Brianna Roa, daughter of Joe and Rachel Roa. Alyssa Romero, daughter of Robert and Virginia Romero.
Thank you. Flutes, clarinet section. And the clarinet section will be presented by Ms. Lauren Garza.
Jessica Banda, daughter of Jesus and Angie Banda. Cassandra Carizales, daughter of Andrea Carizales. Julie Cervantes, daughter of Marta and Eusebio Cervantes. Angie Chavez, daughter of Robert and Ida Chavez. Elise Garcia, daughter of Edward and Graciela Garcia. Brittany Garza, daughter of Jose and Maribel Garza. Giovanni Hernandez, son of Reyes Hernandez. Alexis Hasso, daughter of Juan and Erica Hassos. Ingrid Ledbetter, daughter of Kenneth and Ingrid Ledbetter. Cassie Limas, daughter of Monica Guerrero. Kayla Longoria, daughter of Danny and Blanca Longoria. Freddie Lopez, son of Juvenal Lopez and Maria Vasquez. Michael Lucio, son of Lupe and Lisette Lucio. Alberto Martinez, son of Veronica Martinez. Clarissa Morales, daughter of Antonio and Joana Morales. Luis Moreno, son of Eduardo Moreno and Irma Barrientos. Aaron Nunez, son of Manny and Yvonne Martinez. Adriana Ochoa, daughter of Michael and Mary Ochoa. Julissa Osorio, daughter of Julia Martinez. Margarita Padilla, daughter of Francisco and Ana Padilla. Samuel Reina, son of Abel and Dulce Reina. Ray Rocha, son of Agustin Rocha and Oralia Rodriguez. Patrick Rodriguez, son of David Rodriguez and Bernadette Sendahar. Rayanne Rojas, daughter of Robert and Debbie Rojas. Mariela Sanchez, daughter of Andres and Ludivina Sanchez. Reed Smetter, son of Dallas and Wilma Smetter. Elizabeth Sosa, daughter of Carlos and Rosa Sosa. Claudia Torres, daughter of Santos and Raquel Torres. And Pablo Vasquez, son of Antonio Vasquez.
Thank you, clarinets. Saxophones? Okay, we have Armando Aguirre, son of Armando and Petra Aguirre. Christian Aguilar, son of Raquel Moreno. Jonathan Castaño, son of Virginia and Alonso Castaño. Enrique de la Cruz, son of Enrique and Lucy de la Cruz. Jacob Germain, son of Melinda Garcia. Rudy Garcia, son of Tito and Matilda Garcia. Marcos Hernandez, son of Corina and Daniel Hernandez. Oscar Lara, son of Susana and Israel Hernandez. Yes. Okay, Bethany Longoria, daughter of Danny and Blanca Longoria. Victoria Ortega, daughter of Osvaldo and Marisela Ortega. Elizabeth Rios, daughter of Ruben and Maria Rios. Ana Rodriguez, daughter of Abel and Zola Rodriguez. Daniel Salceda, son of Ricardo and Juanita Salceda. Simone Casson, daughter of Semyon Sot. Stephen Vasquez, son of Villarreal and Alejandro Vasquez. Victor Vega, son of Pilar and Elizabeth Vega. Thank you, saxophones. Trumpet. Okay, the next section will be presented by Mr. Iram Reyes.
First, we have Sharon Barlow, daughter of Pam Barlow and Dwayne Barlow. George Castillo, son of Mary Sanchez. Santiago Castillo, son of Jim and Mary Jane Castillo. Felipe Contreras, son of Rosalinda Contreras and Mario Contreras. Nicholas de la Fuente, son of Joe and Marina de la Fuente. Joseph Garza, son of Victor and Blanca Garza. Elias Gonzalez, son of Elias and Alma Gonzalez. Matthew Gonzalez, son of Cynthia and Rick Gonzalez. Freddy Infante, son of Ruth and Alfredo Infante. Parker Longoria, son of Rodolfo and Leticia Gonzalez. Itzi Medrano, daughter of Homero Medrano and Mireya Medrano. Jesus Montemayor, son of Jesus Montemayor and Silvia Rodriguez. Alexandra Ramirez, daughter of Hugo Ramirez and Joanne Fernandez. Eric Rodriguez, son of Ruben and Mary Ellen Rodriguez. Tirsa Rodriguez, daughter of Patty and Danny Rodriguez. Javier Salinas, son of Carlos and Silvia Salinas. Daniel Sauceda, son of Sam and Laura Sauceda. Jacqueline Vela, daughter of Salvador and Patricia Vela. Okay, next we'd like to present the horn section. If you guys. First, we have Sierra Flores, daughter of Joy Flores and Jolene Flores. Irvin Garcia, son of John Garcia and Carmen Garcia. Sarah Luna, daughter of Sarah Moon. Maria Martinez, daughter of Rosalba Martinez and Celestino Martinez. Alfredo Moreno, son of Alfredo Moreno and Marisela Moreno. Mallory Ramos, daughter of Valerie Mendez and Arnulfo Ramos. Ismael Reina, son of Nidia Reina. And Adan Rubio, son of Marta Camacho.
Presenting the next awards for the low brass. Is Mr. Mark Perea.
On trombone, first we have David Velasco, son of Jose and Anabel Velasco. Leo Garzoria, son of Rosalio and Aida Garzoria. Pablo Castro, son of Carlos and Norma Castro. Omar Betts, son of Omar and Carmen Betts. On baritone, Alex Sanchez, son of Mary and Moses Sanchez. Luis Perez, son of Luis and Gabriela Perez. Amanda Garcia, daughter of Martha Garcia and Juan Saldaña. On tuba, we have Roman Rendon, son of Roman Rendon. Peter Hernandez, son of Hilda Hernandez. Omar Betts, son of Omar and Carmen Betts.
Next, we have the percussion section. Instructors are George Bujica and Mr. Dylan Engel.
Alan y Alexis Araiza, sons of Eduardo and Marlene Araiza. Ishel Carpio, daughter of Manuel Duran and Ivele Duran. Araceli Castillo, daughter of Ray Rodriguez and Rebecca Garcia. Robert Chavez, son of Robert Chavez, and Ida Chavez. Richard Andrew Clark, son of Richard Clark and Irma Clark. Emilio de Leon, son of Orlando and Marina de Leon. Adrian de los Santos, son of Simon and Cynthia Manrique. Christian Garcia, son of Jesse and Monica Garcia. Kathy Garcia, daughter of Herminia and Roger Garcia. Michael Gloria, son of Diane Martinez. Jesus Gonzalez, son of Heriberto and Nancy Gonzalez. Narcy Gonzalez, my bad. Emmanuel Guzman, son of Francisco and Teresa Guzman. Alexandra Hernandez, daughter of Noe Gonzalez. Jonathan Hernandez, son of Laura Hernandez. Emily Hinojosa, daughter of Carlos and Berta Hinojosa. Taylor Hyde, son of Rudy and Patricia Hyde. Eligio Ledesma, son of Eduardo and Miriam Medina. Joe Lopez, son of Joe and Adriana Lopez. Daniel Martinez, son of Alvaro and Villa Martinez. Donovan Martinez, son of Raymond and Jeanette Martinez. Arlene Mendez, daughter of Belinda and Angel Mendez. Gabriel Mendez, son of Jose y Yadira Mendez. Gabriel Munoz, son of Marisela Pedraza. Jennifer Ramirez, daughter of Mary Perez. Christian Sanchez, son of Albert and Valerie Sanchez. Isaac Trejo, son of Victor Trejo. Miranda Villanueva, daughter of Rebecca Salazar. And Mark Villarreal, son of Joe and Rita Villarreal.
We have one last section, and that's our color guard. And their director is Mr. John Simmons.
All right, first up is Brenda Alvarado, daughter of Nancy Hernandez. Richard Cruz, son of Richard and Maria Cruz. Lisette Garcia, daughter of Gracie and Wardo Garcia. Clarissa Gonzalez, daughter of Monica Gonzalez. Stephanie Gonzalez, daughter of Andres Martinez and Maria Mancia Cruz. Sierra Hyde, daughter of Rudy and Patty Hyde. Ariana Macias, daughter of Simon and Angie Macias. Alyssa Means, daughter of David and Mary Means. Idalia Nava, daughter of Mary and Andy Nava. Jose Nino, daughter of Linda Nino. Amanda Ortiz, daughter of Chris Ortiz and Velma Martinez. Anissa Rodriguez, daughter of Jaime and Gloria Rodriguez. Natalie Rodriguez, daughter of Michael and Mandy Rodriguez. Samantha Rodriguez, daughter of Priscilla Rodriguez. Yvonne Rosales, daughter of Laura and Guadalupe Rosales. Chelsea Torres, daughter of Sylvia Cruz. Gracie Tovar, daughter of Gustavo and Maria Tovar, and Daniela Vasquez, daughter of Ben and Diana Vasquez.
Let's hear it one more time for this band, making history. We now have a short video to show you from KSBG.
We don't want to be great now. We want to be beyond great. That's our motto this year. Beyond great all the way to state.
The last 4 years have been very, very exciting. And each year the kids took it up a notch. And this year we're so ecstatic about representing San Benito, the city of San Benito, at the state marching contest.
Making it to state has always been every band's goal, and not all the bands get to be there. I think going to state, being at the Alamo Dome and actually getting to see all these great bands and getting to be part of something that people who work really hard for do, I think it'll be like a super great experience. I think being able to see that will motivate the band even more so they can strive for better and better seasons every year.
We want San Benito to be on the map. We want the valley to be out there. We want them to see us, you know, more than just this little community. Like, we're something better than that.
You are wrong. You will not stay.
Once again, on behalf of the board, we want to go ahead and thank the directors and all the support staff, as well as the parents, for allowing your students or your children to put in those long hours and be very committed and dedicated to making this happen. So if I can please have all the parents at this time, please stand and be recognized. And to all the band students, job well done. We're very proud of each and every one of your efforts, and we hope that this tradition continues from this year forward and make history many more years to come. Thank you. At this time, we're going to go ahead and break for reception. The time is 7:38. We'll resume in about 15 more minutes. Item number 6, roll call. Please respond with present. Ms. Ana Cruz, Vice President.
Present.
Ms. June Aguilera, Secretary.
Present.
Ms. Fatima Huerta, Trustee.
Present.
Mr. Julian Huerta, Trustee.
Present.
Mr. Hector Gilial, Trustee.
Present.
Mr. Oscar Medrano, Trustee.
Present.
Mr. Antonio G. Limon, Superintendent of School.
Present.
Mr. Juan Cabrera, School Attorney. He's not here, but he sent. Yes, thank you. Item number 7, recommend approving the agenda of the regular board meeting of November 13th, 2012 with any corrections and/or deletions. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Motion made by Mr. Medrano, seconded by Ms. Huerta. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. Item number 8, Superintendent's Report. Mr. Limon?
Thank you, Madam President. Before I go into the superintendent's report, I would like to apologize to the parents of the Math Olympics students that are here that didn't get word that their recognition will not be until December. They were accidentally left off the agenda from this month. We apologize for that, but all Math Olympics students will be recognized during our December board meeting. Superintendent's report, the overnight trips. We have Miller Jordan Middle School, the 7th grade students, the TIPS grant, the Nassau University of Houston, Houston Museum of Natural Science, Houston, Texas, November the 14th through the 15th. We have San Benito High School, Veterans Memorial Academy, the National Junior ROTC Veterans Day Classic Drill Competition with the daily operations of military facilities in Seguin High School, Seguin, Texas, November the 16th through November the 17th. We also have Miller Jordan Middle School, the 8th grade students, the TIPS grant, the tour of College Station, and the University of Texas in Austin. Go Aggies and go Longhorns. And we have the disbursements by organization. Would answer any questions the board may have on part of the superintendent's report.
Thank you, Mr. Limon. Moving on to item number 9, public comment. Persons wishing to address the Board of Trustees shall register with the presiding officer or designee no later than 5 minutes before the announced time of the school board meeting. Shall state their full name, shall state what organization or group, if any, is being represented, shall state the topic they wish to address before the school board, shall refrain from commenting directly on any individual school district employee or public official by name, but may instead refer to a specific employment area, job title, or the Board of Trustees as a whole, and shall refrain from attacks on individuals. Persons wishing to address the Board of Trustees shall do so in accordance with the following San Benito CISD Board Policy BED guidelines. The speaker will be allowed only 5 minutes to give his or her presentation. Delegations of more than 5 persons shall appoint 1 person to present their views before the Board of Trustees. Presentations shall be informative and shall pertain to school-related issues. Any attack on an individual shall be considered disruption of the meeting. The Board of Trustees shall not deliberate or decide regarding any subject that is not included on the agenda posted with notice of the meeting. This evening, we do have 2 individuals from the audience that would like to address the board. We'll begin with Dr. Wilma Smetter, her topic being bonus pay and band.
Good evening. My name is Dr. Wilma Smetter, and I'm a proud band parent and concerned taxpayer. I have 2 matters to present. We are excited that tonight you are recognizing the San Benito High School band students and directors. However, my friends and I have heard that some of you are not happy with the band program. In the 4 years that he has been the band director of San Benito High School, each year the program has improved. I and many of my friends are very proud of the work that he and his staff have done to help our children qualify for the UL State Marching Band Contest. We witnessed the best of the best in San Antonio last week, and we are very proud to let people know that San Benito CISD has one of the best band programs in the state. However, there are people in this organization that want to draw negative attention to the band program. We work the concession stands, chaperone band trips, and proudly cheer our children. We respect him and his staff. We elected you to represent our views. If you have questions about the band program, then we suggest you attend all the band events to see the professionalism that is displayed and to see the talent of our children. If you have questions about the band program, then speak to the superintendent. As your board trainer, Mr. McShann, told you last week, the superintendent runs the district, not the board members. Secondly, last week the school board finance committee met to discuss an item that the superintendent called a bonus for district employees. I attended that meeting, and the meeting was also tape recorded in case the community members want to hear the discussion. The business manager and superintendent gave an excellent presentation as to where the funding would come from to pay for this bonus. It would be given in time so that employees would have it for Christmas. As the superintendent explained to the 4 board members that were present for this meeting, one newly elected board member turned to the board president and said, "That's a lot." I'm assuming that the lot she spoke was the $1,000 for professionals and $500 for the paraprofessional and auxiliary staff. I'm not sure, but you can ask her. When the item was presented to the board during the special board meeting that night, one board member tabled the item, and his sister seconded the motion. I and my friends are asking why. Do you as board members not value the work of all the employees or just a chosen few? I and my friends certainly hope that this board will re-look at this item at the December board meeting. Giving a bonus to the district employees is something that all of you should want to do. There is talk in town that only certain board members did not want to give approval to this bonus. That is not true. It was a unanimous vote to table the item. Each of you that were there is responsible for the vote. Lastly, the superintendent said that if the bonus was given, that it would exclude him. We asked why. Do you not value his work as well as the other employees, or is it again only the chosen few? This is not about personal agendas, board members. It is about doing the right thing for all employees. I and my friends certainly hope that when this item appears before you at the December meeting, at least we are hoping that it comes back to you in the December board meeting, that it will be a unanimous vote to give a well-deserved bonus to all employees. We certainly hope each of you makes the right vote. Thank you.
At this time, I'd like to go ahead and ask Mr. John Hand, his topic, TSTA ESP petition campaign.
Superintendent Limon, President Rodriguez, members of the Board of Trustees, my name is John Hand. I have a cold. And I am the president of the San Benito Texas State Teachers Association, TSTA. Before I begin, I really have to say this. Many of the band members are students of mine. And this is just an awesome group of young people that we have here at San Benito High School. And I just want those who wonder, we get bashed all the time, we public schools and public school teachers. And if anybody thinks that the state of Texas is in bad hands, if you look at those kids, the future of this state is really in good hands. These kids are remarkable kids. And I just wanted to share that with you because every day I work with them, and every day I see something new, something different, something more remarkable. They're wonderful, and the parents should be applauded for what they do. Now, getting to my topic. TSTA, Texas State Teachers Association, is engaging in it's a statewide initiative, and it's a petition drive. Our primary focus is on South Texas, from El Paso to Brownsville, and this pertains to our ESPs, Education Support Professionals. And we are in the process of putting together a petition drive that we are going to be circulating and bringing to school boards throughout South Texas, asking on behalf of our ESPs, those are our bus drivers, our cooks, our custodians, 3 things. And I have it on this, and I'll share this with you. First of all, due process rights for hourly and at-will employees. Secondly, a salary schedule that provides a living wage and is fair. And third, recognition or professional treatment for every school employee. In other words, they're asking for the respect of the community. And we are in the process of circulating these petitions, so if you see them at a store or somewhere, please don't be surprised. That's what it's about. I hope someday in the near future I can come to you with a petition and make these requests on behalf of our ESPs. And we don't want people to think that because someone's a bus driver, they're just a bus driver or just a cook or just a custodian. These people play an incredibly important role in our schools and with our kids. Our classroom assistants are very, very essential, especially with the amount of tutoring that some of our students need. And I'll just close by saying I'd like to give you this brochure. It has the pictures in here. It has a petition in Spanish, and it has pictures in Spanish and English, so you can become familiar with what our petition drives involves. And if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them, and I thank you very much for listening.
Thank you. Moving on to item number 10, school construction report. Mr. Ramon.
Buenas noches. Frank Roberts and Landrum Elementary renovations and additions. The contractor continues to work on the punch list. Currently, they're working on a punch list to finish items they need to finish on the kitchen hoods. The individuals who do the test and balance cannot finish that work until everything else is done there, so they're working on there trying to get that done. 98% of the punch list items on the architect side has already been completed. However, the civil punch list, they have not addressed those yet, so we're still working with that with the contractors and trying to get all that done. As far as Frank Roberts and La Paloma HVAC upgrades, you have a couple of items there tonight for your consideration. Everything has been done. The contractor has already finished all the punch lists, and they already started submitting all their closeout documents. Are there any questions?
Mr. Ramon, this chiller for La Paloma, is it the same that we've used on all the campuses, or is it a little different?
That's something that I would like for Mr. Montes to respond.
Mr. Montes is in charge of that.
Okay. Any questions?
Mr. Ramon, the system you put in Frank Roberts and La Paloma, is not the same as the other ones, are they?
No, sir.
Why is that?
This is an upgraded system, and it's a system that uses heat pumps, which are a lot more economical than the regular system. So in the long run, this district will be able to save some energy as we're required by the state to do every year.
And your technicians, they're certified to work on this new
Yes, Mr. Montes and two of his other individuals are there. Part of Mr. Montes' responsibility is to train the technicians on new technology so that we can take advantage of that and be able to serve the district the best way that we can.
And who recommended to change? Was you an engineer or?
I met with Mr. Arredondo, which is our electrical consultant for energy. And he was saying that heat pumps are the best way to be able to take advantage of comfort and at the same time be able to save on energy costs. Trey Murray, which is the engineer, that's the mechanical engineer that has done all the designs, 98% of the designs of this district for the last 15 years, I guess, also recommended the heat pumps. Mr. Montes in the discussion as well. In the discussions, I came to find out that Mr. Murray as well as Mr. Montes have that at their house. And these units that we have in this particular campuses are basically residential units. And so we took advantage of it, and that's why you have heat pumps in those. Any other questions?
So I guess it's safe to say that the upgrades are overdue. We really needed these upgrades at La Paloma, right?
Yes, sir. Unfortunately, because of funding at La Paloma, we were able to do only classroom wings 100 and 200. Okay. We've done a lot of work in air condition and in construction overall, but there's still some needs that the district will have in the future. In air condition, because of the refrigerant changing, that's going to be a hit that one day, and this district probably has, and I'm just guessing, maybe close to 3/4 of it are in the new systems already. Right. So the hit won't be as difficult. We had, with previous board members, we had some serious discussions about the 2008 bond and whether or not we were going to utilize some of that for air conditioned systems, HVAC. We did a study across the state and in the region because a lot of the board members were questioning whether you use bond money for that. And we found that the large percentage of the districts that already have had their buildings in place were going back and upgrading their HVAC systems.
And I think what I'm leading to is the savings in energy.
Yes, sir.
That I think we need to look at going forward in terms of upgrades and so forth, because that should be one of our goals, to save energy, as much energy as we can, which is savings for the district, in the long run.
Well, and the other reason for that is the state requires the district to decrease the use of energy 5% per year. And so, they're not putting a lot of teeth to that yet, but it's there, and you know that it's going to come one of these days and going to require that. We have done a lot more than what the state requires in the last 7 years.
Well, thank you for that, because I think it's important to keep the board abreast as far as the latest in terms of air conditioning and all those, because we're not air conditioning experts by any means, and we trust of what you're doing, and we appreciate the work that you do. I know that I do, so.
Yeah, well, thank you. We had some big discussions with previous board members when we upgraded the whole high school.
I remember.
And that by itself has saved us a lot of money.
I'd like to comment that one of my homes that I owned for 10 years, and when heat pumps were initially starting to, market out in the field, we installed a heat pump. And I can attest they're very energy efficient. In fact, our home was given a certificate as being a Star Energy home. And it was 2,500 square feet. And so I can attest to that. So if it's a residential, they do save quite a bit of money than an average air-conditioned system.
And within a year from the time that these systems were in place, we need to look at it and see what kind of savings we're realizing. We've done that with the high school, and we've seen some excellent savings there. Anything else? Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ramon. We're going to go ahead and move on into the action agenda. In order to promote efficient meetings, the board may act upon more than one item by a single vote through the use of consent agenda. Consent items placed on the agenda shall be marked with an asterisk. Consent items are items for which no board discussion is anticipated and for which the superintendent recommends approval. Prior to the time which approval of consent agenda is had, at the request of any member of the Board of Trustees, any item on the consent agenda shall be removed and given individual consideration. Under Business and Finance, we have item 1211A-1, request or approval of acceptance of the final completion of the HVAC upgrades project for Frank Roberts Elementary School. Consent. Item 1211A-2, request for approval of acceptance of the final completion of the HVAC upgrades project for La Paloma Elementary School. Consent. Item 1211A-3, request for approval of a chiller for La Paloma Elementary School. Consent. Item 1211A-4, request for approval to purchase calculators for the middle schools under the instructional materials allotment.
Question.
Question by Mr. Medrano. Item 1211A-5, request for approval of 2012-2013 budget amendments. Consent. 1211A-6, request for approval of budget transfers. Consent. Under Curriculum and Instruction, item 1211A-7, request for approval of the 2012-2013 campus improvement plans for Veterans Memorial Academy, Miller Jordan Middle School, and Amador Rodriguez Juvenile Boot Camp.
Question.
Question by Mr. Medrano. Item 1211A-8, request for approval to accept donated hand tools.
Question.
Question by Mr. Medrano. Item 1211A-9, request for approval of Instructional Material Selection Committee for the 2012-2013 school year as submitted. Consent. Under Administration, 1211A-10, request for approval of board minutes. Consent. I'd like to ask for a motion to accept items 1211A-1, 1211A-2, 1211A-3, 1211A-5, 1211A-6, 1211A-9, and 1211A-10. Motion made by Ms. Aguilera.
Second.
Seconded by Mr. Huerta. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those
Aye.
opposed? Motion carries. We had questions on a couple of items. We're going to go ahead and get started with item number 1211A-4. Request for approval to purchase calculators for the middle schools under the Instructional Materials Allotment Fund.
I just want to make a comment. I think this is a very good thing that we're going to approve here. I think it goes with what we've been wanting to do, which is to align the purchase of these calculators. And I don't know, Mr. Limon, you could just explain so everyone could understand what this purchase is all about. If you could do that for us, Mr.
Yes, Mr. Medrano. I can, but Ms. Sanchez can do a lot better job than I can, Ms. Sanchez.
Everyone knows part of the, well, maybe not, the tax test and part of the STAR test in math requires the students to use calculators. And it's part of the, also the TEKS, the Text Essential Knowledge and Skills that we have to teach our kids. And over the years, we've never had sufficient calculators. And so we've bought calculators in spurts. We buy them, and whenever we have money, we buy 100. And then the following year, we buy 50. And then we share amongst the high schools and the middle schools. And over the years, we've gotten T180s, we've gotten LRXs, we've gotten some with that require battery, and we have a pot of calculators. And this year, the principals and the deans, the principals of the 3 middle schools and the 2 high schools and their math deans, Mr. Smetters and myself got together and we talked about how many calculators and what kind do we have in all the different areas. And so when we came up with a list, then we asked, what kind of calculators do you need now? And so the deans, the math deans were able to tell us which one were the best calculators for our kids. If we have the instructional allotment money, this is new. The state started this last year. Instead of paying for the textbooks, they gave us money so that we could buy instructional materials. And if we wanted, we could buy technology. And so that's what we did. And that's what this is about. And then with Adrian's help, he went out and got Adrian, and after we came up with what we wanted, then Adrian and Dallas came up with the best price that they could find.
Well, I want to thank the Instructional Materials Allotment Committee for putting all this together. I think this is something that we've needed to do at the middle schools, and I know that it is an item that has been TEA approved, correct, Mrs. Sanchez?
Yes, sir. The instructional allotment committee for our district, everyone approved it. Then we submitted the purchase to TEA, and they have also approved the purchase, that we can spend the money in this way.
I'm going to go ahead and move to approve this item.
No, I was just going to second. We have a motion to approve item 1211A-4 by Mr. Medrano, seconded by Mr. Leal. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. Under Curriculum and Instruction, we had a question for item 1211A-7, request for approval of the 2012-2013 campus improvement plans for Veterans Memorial Academy, Miller Jordan Middle School, and Amador Rodriguez Juvenile Boot Camp.
Yeah, also on this one, I'd like to get a synopsis of what the improvement plan without going too much. I just want the public to, get an idea of what these improvement plans are all about. I think that it's great work, and I think we all should be on the same page and getting to know and familiarize ourselves with these plans.
I'd like to ask for the three principals to come forward, please, and briefly tell us.
What we'll do, or what I'm going to do, is go ahead and give you a quick overview of our improvement plan that we submitted to TA. And basically, because we've been classified as AU, academically unacceptable, last year and this year, these plans that we implement are to assist us in increasing our scores and asserting that the students master the TEKS. The area we were AU in at VMA was mathematics. So the first thing that we do is we analyze the data, we disaggregate it, and then we target and decide, well, this is what we need to do with these students. Come up with a plan of action for them, and then of course continue to reevaluate throughout the year. We implement C-Scope, use a timeline with C-Scope, and then we go ahead and spiral and also have a maintenance program that's built in. Again, we use the 5E model that's correlated to C-Scope, which are the engage, explore, explain, elaborate, and evaluate strategies. Classroom instructional practices that include direct instruction on note-taking, study skills, utilization of thinking maps, instructional references to thinking words, and these are posted throughout the campus, and the organization of a document binder so that they can, be self-paced and also be more self-directed as far as the students go. Math remediation through tutorials. We have a session in the morning from 7:30 to 8:15. We have a session after school, 4:30 to 5:30, and we also have lunch tutorials. This is the improvement plan, the last document in your packet. Students also have access to the CIS worker. And again, we can direct anything that they might have situations with, whether it's behavioral, academic, or emotional. Teachers also review the student code of conduct with the students, so they're very cognizant of the expectations as far as behavior goes. We have the parental involvement program that works with us hand in hand, helping us to provide services in areas of needs for the teachers, for the staff, and as well for the students. We also look at the feeder schools at lowering their at-risk students that are being sent. We did implement a class this year where we have those overage students that were sent over from the middle school. And again, these are a select few of the overage. Some of the overage are not in this class. Also, we have the campus discipline system, which is reevaluated, leading to maximizing the instructional time available and asserting the students stay focused on instruction. And then again, we work alongside with the district bilingual ESL coordinator to evaluate and redesign programs for our bilingual ESL students as apropos, going again individually. And we have the campus administrative instructional team that will monitor and assert that classroom instruction is again effective, efficient, and gets the kids to the level they need to be at. I'll go ahead and give you a summary sheet, but it is the last one, you have the long version in your packet. Okay. Thank you.
Now I'll also give you the summary sheet for Miller Jordan.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, and Miller Jordan Middle School is considered an academically unacceptable campus due to the 2009-2010 annual dropout report. There were 13 dropouts for the campus, and the majority of which were miscoded as a 44 instead of an 80 or an 82. Absence of processes and practices related to effectively recording and monitoring student enrollments, withdrawals, leaver codes, and student transitions were the major contributors to this problem. And as of 2010-11 to now, the dropout report is 0%. The target population for the campus consists of 28 students who are currently enrolled in grades 7 and 8. The indicators that were used were those students who were retained. We had 3 in the 8th grade. Also, those students who had excessive absences, limited engagements involving in clubs, organizations, or class participation, and failing all the classes at the end of the first 6 weeks. In the year 2011-2012, in our SLR, which is our student level review, we had 268 students that were identified. This year, we've identified 28 students. And with those, the Miller Jordan Middle School Improvement Plan consists of 8 initiatives. The first one, the campus will implement instructional practices that are common, guided by research, common instructional framework with high student engagement practices, and focused on promoting high student participation levels. Initiative 2, using quality data collection practices, the campus will monitor the academic, attendance, and disciplinary performance levels of these 28 students who make up the targeted population group to ensure that all improve performance status and remain enrolled in school. Initiative 3, the campus will conduct 3-week reviews of the academic performance of these 28 at-risk students noted in our SLR to assess effectiveness of and/or modify the systems of support and interventions in place for each student. Initiative 4, using the DMAC and quality data collection processes, the campus will develop an individual instructional plan for each of the 28 students noted in our SLR. Initiative 5, instruction will be enhanced through the inclusion of technology tools that include classroom-based computer workstations, lab settings for hands-on instruction, and iPads for all students. Initiative number 6, the campus will continue implementing the positive behavior intervention system strategies to maintain the safe school rating by improving discipline management practices. Initiative number 7, a parent center will continue to promote parental involvement, community service projects, and the parent volunteer program. And the last initiative, I, as a campus principal, will develop a distributive leadership plan to ensure that all administrators and teacher leaders participate in school improvement activities that will include classroom walkthroughs, lesson plan reviews, and collection of quality data to determine student success rates. And this is for Miller Jordan.
Thank you. My campus is Amador Rodriguez Boot Camp. It was unacceptable under the areas of math and science. Math and English. A little bit of background about Amador Rodriguez Boot Camp. This is a residential facility, which means that every student that's there, they're there between 3 to 9 months locked up. Okay, they don't get to go home. Pretty much they're court-ordered by the judge. Okay, so a lot of these students have not been in school for 1 or 2 years at least. So a lot of them need a lot of accelerated instruction. Okay, areas that we're working on is math. We created 245 rigorous enrichment classes. During that time, we're working on English and math. We also implemented the use of Compass Odyssey, Read 180, Lexia Lab as well. This year, we purchased over $70,000 worth of software and equipment. Every student has a laptop. Every student has pretty much what they need. In addition to that, we purchased digital boards for every classroom, graphic calculators, active votes, and these active votes are small little eggs like that where kids participate and they click on the buttons and they actually get engaged. In addition, campus climate, students there, they go with a low self-esteem there, okay? Through the CATE department, through Mr. Rendon's help, we have one of the first ones in the state that we know of, where the students learn a trait, they get credits, and they build homes for the city of Brownsville. If you go to that website that I put there, you'll see a Channel 5 article, actually a news article, a video. Last week I was there to present a house to a family, to a lady that needed it. From scratch, the students will build the house, from the bottom up. And like I said, Friday, it's something to see where the lady didn't have anything, the house falling apart, and she got keys to new home. Okay, it's very touching. Again, that climbing goes back to how the kids react. They come out with a new attitude. Okay, learning time. Their class starts at 7 o'clock in the morning. They're up by 5 o'clock. By 5 o'clock, they're doing PT, which is exercise. Our class runs from 7 o'clock in the morning to 2:30. Starting in January, we start our tutoring classes. We also hire one interventionist during that time to help out. Quality of teachers that we have with this new software that we have, with the Odyssey, the teachers got over 20 hours of training just for that software alone. There's still another 15 to come this coming second half of the year. Quality of data, every student that comes in is tested. We get a baseline on them. We find the weaknesses, we find their strengths, and then from there we create an individualized plan to make sure we target those areas. Okay, again, we use DMAC test generator. We use the software that comes from Region 1 to create the test banks as well. And of course, lastly, family and community support. It's kind of difficult there because it is a residential facility to contact the parents, but we do have 2 open houses a year there. And during that time, the parents are allowed to come in. They meet with the teachers. They meet with the students and see how they're doing. Again, if you have any questions.
Thank you, Mr. Eno. I would like to ask Mr. Humberto Vasquez, our PSB, if you'll come forward and just sort of summarize and end all this up for us.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Good evening, Board. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to address you, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to work with you. It's a pleasure to be part of your wonderful district. In addition to having had the opportunity to work with Miller Jordan, because I am assigned by the state to work with Miller Jordan, not only to oversee their TIPS grant, but also I have been appointed to monitor the AU progress that they're making. I know that Mr. Limon and Ms. Sanchez gave me the opportunity to work with the other campuses and the principals, and I must say that I commend you for the type of leadership that you have at all of the campuses. In addition to these 3 plans, that we also developed improvement plans that were submitted to the LEA, to the superintendent and the deputy superintendent. And in all cases, your principals and your leadership teams are wonderful, totally committed, very dedicated, and I know that they're going to move us in the right direction. In summarizing the work that is done by these 3 particular campuses, they're very focused, they're very structured, and there's a level of commitment that you see has already improved in in the type of work that is being done. I'm very convinced that we are going to make the significant gains, and in everything that we do, all of these plans are beautiful, and one of the things that we ask of them is that what is the evidence of impact? How is it, or what is it that we have done? How has it impacted on the instructional growth of our students? And we're hoping that when we come back to you at a later time, we not only present what we did, but we can present the evidence as to the success of what we did. So I am very optimistic, and I again commend you for the leadership that all of y'all have demonstrated, you as a board, and of course I know that the superintendent and the deputy superintendent, working with the other administrators, have been excellent in moving us in the right direction. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Vasquez.
And I know that we are very optimistic as well, and we thank you for everything that you've done to help and assist us, and also, of course, our leadership, Mrs. Martinez, Mrs. Servillon, and Mr. Guerra, for their leadership as well. And I know we're on the right track, so thank you.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Thank you, principals. With that said, are there any other questions for item 1211A-7?
I'll move to approve.
I'll second.
Motion made by Mr. Medrano, seconded by Ms. Aguilera. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. Which brings us to our final question on item 1211A-8, request for approval to accept donated hand tools.
I just have a comment. I really would like to thank Tractor Supply for donating over $2,300 worth of tools. They donated these items to several of our programs, including the Auto Technology Program, the Construction Technology Program, Electrical Trades, and Agriculture Mechanics classrooms for our students. So thank you so much. I don't know if there's anyone from Tractor Supply here, but if not, I just wanted to thank them on behalf, I know from our behalf, from the school district, for their generosity and their donation to our students. And with that, I move to approve.
Second it.
Okay, motion made to approve item 1211A-8. Motion made by Mr. Medrano, seconded by Ms. Cruz. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. Brings us on to item number 12, closed meeting, discussion under the authority of the Texas Government Code 551.074 for the purpose of the appointment, employment, evaluation, reassignment duties, discipline, or dismissal of a public officer or employee, to hear complaints or charges against a public officer or employee. 8, personnel reports. The time is now 8:39, and we are in closed meeting. Okay, the time is now 9:24, and we are returning from closed meeting. Item number 13, adjournment, 9:24.